I'm beginning with my hair as it was when I woke up this morning. I literally didn't touch it while I was doing my makeup or anything, so it's a little bit fluffy and there are curls left over from a set I did a few days ago. And then I'm just taking my tangle teaser and brushing the hair through thoroughly to make sure there are no knots. The parting for this look is a deep side parting that goes to a middle parting. This will make sure that you have enough hair on both sides to have even victory rolls. Then you are going to take a section of hair to create our first victory roll. I take the hair up until just behind the ear, so I am incorporating hair that comes from that middle parted section as well, and I'm giving it a good comb and combing it upwards. And then I'm taking the Lauren Reynolds Roll and Go hair tool. There are a few different victory roll tools out on the market, and I'm sliding the teeth of the tool through a little bit, I would say about an inch away from the ends of my hair. Because I have a midi cut that is graduated, this makes sure that I get all of the hair and all of the ends encompassed in the roll. Then you roll downwards so that the ends are encased on the inside of the roll and everything is smooth and neat. And to remove it, you tuck your thumb inside and then use your fingers to hold the roll in place while you gently, emphasis on gently, slide the roll out from the middle. And now while you have it here, you can make sure that it is tight enough in the places that you want before you start pinning it. I'm taking bobby pins and I'm sliding one through from the very front all the way through to the back, and then doing the same thing at the back. This makes sure that the roll is secured to the head. Now if there are any loose spots, then you can tie those down strategically with bobby pins as needed. As you can see, it takes a little bit of trial and error to get the bobby pins sitting exactly how you want them to, so don't be too worried. It is all about experimenting and making sure that it feels right for you. Then I'm using the Liqueur Cosmetics hairspray, spraying it and then using a comb to really smooth down any flyaways. This is what gives the victory roll that really smooth, sleek look. I'm separating off a front portion of my hair, and that will be for the Betty Bang Bumper Bang fringe section later, so I'm just rolling that up and pinning it out of the way. And then you can repeat the exact same process as we did on the other side to create your victory rolls. Now, I have a really hard time with symmetry and one side of my victory rolls being easier than the other. This is completely normal. It just comes down, I think, to which hand you're dominant in as to which side will be easier. Remember that you can always redo your rolls if you need to, and try pins in different places, and you don't have to worry about it being exactly perfect, because no one is really going to be looking, you know, with a level against your head to see if they are exactly the same height and exactly the same size. That the hairspray really does make all of the difference. I find that hairspray is an absolute godsend for me when creating victory rolls. My rolls would never ever be this smooth if I left them without any product on at the end. We can take our fringe section, and I'm doing a little bit of back combing to make sure that there is a nice base for everything to sit on. Then you can take your roll and go again, and pulling straight up and forward, you're going to roll the ends around the tool and roll downwards to create a little barrel roll that kind of looks like a fringe. So once you've got it in place, again, you can make sure that everything is sitting exactly how you want it to, and then go in with pins. I tend to put one in each side and then push one in sort of in the middle to make sure that everything is sitting how I want it to. Can very gently spread things apart if you need to, and again give this a good spritz with some hairspray and smooth everything down nicely so it's nice and shiny and sleek. And if you have any problem areas, you can always pin those down with bobby pins as well. Once this is done, your pin-up hairstyle is complete. Please do remember that vintage hairstyling is all about trial and error and finding techniques and styles that work for you and your hair texture and your hair type. These hairstyles can come out slightly differently on everyone depending on anything from how long it was since you washed your hair, to how easily your hair wants to hold, to how many bobby pins you use, to the type of hairspray that you use. It's all a learning experience, and just because your hair doesn't maybe look perfect, air quotes, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not a really, really gorgeous and beautiful vintage style. This doesn't have to be perfect by any means. My hair is not perfect, as much as sometimes people who haven't vintage styled their hair as much tend to disagree, but my hair is never perfect. I just want it to look pretty and be a nice expression for me for that day.